Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now to give a quick rundown on what I'm looking to achieve by the end of this week. Um, okay, let me just start this way. So the first thing I'm looking to learn, I'm going to study the different engagement tactics that social media marketers can employ when it comes to working with a brand. And when it comes to working with a brand, there are different types of brands. There is the personal brand, there is service-based brands, product-based brands, and for personal brands, the way they would engage with their content, with their target audience, would be a bit different from the way a product-based brand would engage with their own audience. Even though the same principle applies, the form and shaping which it will take would be quite different. I mean, that's very logical to understand, right? So yeah, I'm going to be studying engagement tactics as like the new thing. Then I'm going to be doing a lot of practical training, for lack of better words, this week. So last Friday or Monday, I said I was going to be launching an agency, and I plan to launch the agency by next month. So what I'm going to be doing for the most part of this week and the rest of this month is putting a lot of work when it comes to creating a social media strategy for this particular agency. Now I'm trying to take what I've learned so far as regards social media marketing and transmute it to building this agency that is, it's my agency, but um, the skills that will be required to move the agency forward social media wise, it's something that I'm going to try to put out. So basically, that's the idea. That's what I'm looking forward to achieving this week. And I started. This is what's the time now? This is 8:35 p.m. Monday, July 21st. This is I'm making this video quite late, so for the most part of the day, I did a little bit of practice when it comes to competitors analysis for this agency I'm trying to build right now. I did more of competitive analysis today. I'm going to continue tomorrow, next tomorrow. For the most part of this week, I'm just going to be carrying out different things as regards to creating the social media strategy for this particular agency. So I really want to see if I have been able to master social media marketing to the point where I can be confident to start taking on new brands. So you might ask, why are you creating an agency whose service and offering is different from what I'm currently trying to pivot into? I think what would happen is at the end of the day, this agency, I would not necessarily be the one working with these clients, even though I would be the main point of contact. I would start looking forward to hiring content writers here in Nigeria that I can outsource these jobs to. So I would teach them my process. Everything will be standardized and official, right? I'm just trying to give a quick run of what I'm trying to do, and so it's well understandable by people that have been following my journey. So I would, the this agency now, the offering of this agency is we are trying to help transformational coaches. Now, when I say transformational coaches, there are different coaches under these categories. It's a broad spectrum of them. You have relationship coaches, you have health coaches, you have wellness coaches, dating coaches, life coaches. Now, these different coaches, right? Their main service, their offering is transformational, getting their own client from point A to point B. That's the main goal of their service. Now, what I'm helping them do is helping them write content that would be very relative to a magazine or a blog. So what these blogs would do is these blogs would be accepting guest posts, and essentially these coaches are looking to leverage on the popularity of these blogs so that they can generate more leads for themselves. Now, a very practical example would be Let's assume, for instance, we have Mr. John, who is a relationship coach and wants to get his expertise or wants to become more popular, for lack of better words. He wants to make his work seen by a lot of people. He could decide to, okay, let me reach out to the Forbes magazine, for example. So when he reaches out to Forbes magazine and they accept him to write on their magazine, eventually Forbes magazine have like a wide array of readers. So these people would eventually read Mr. Jones' post, Mr. Jones' writings, his articles, and would want to eventually follow Mr. John on his social media platforms. So once they do that, they become active followers, and Mr. John's content now that he's posting on his social media platforms would educate these people, with the end goal of converting these people to becoming his clients. Because the reason why you would see a relationship coach article on the magazine, for example, and decide to want to follow them is because you find their work very, very interesting. So that's what we are trying to do as an agency. Help these coaches right, help them ghost right by understanding their brand tone of voice, obviously, understanding their area of strength, their expertise, and just creating articles around that and pitching these different these blog sites and magazines. So that's like the core of the agency. That's what we are doing. That's what I'm going to be going to try and build. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. I won't even lie, it's going to be a lot of work because I would have to do things like competitors analysis, which I have started today, by the way. Do things like target audience analysis, create a brand strategy because this is a new brand. So essentially, I'm trying to see how good I have become when it comes to social media marketing. If I am very, very, if I'm, if I've become very good to the point where even if I meet a brand or if a brand approaches me now and tells me, I want you to manage our social media as the marketer, I can confidently say, "Okay, yes, I can do that because I have this agency that I've built already that is seeing a little bit of success." Now, would this thing be successful? I don't really know. Would it fail? I don't really know. But I would apply myself. I would do all that is requisite, that is within my capacity to make sure that the project sees success. And yeah, so that's the main reason why I'm doing this, just to see how I've become very, very good with social media marketing, and also if I can create a service, a offering that we can sell to different people. So in essence, that's sorry for the noise. In essence, that's what I'm trying to do. Then I think I already talked about what I'm going to be doing this week. Studying different engagement tactics, and also everything that I've been studying up to this point, just kind of reviewing them to make sure they still stay fresh in my memory. Social media marketing is a lot of work. I won't lie, it's a lot of work, and I think at the end of the day, I'll be able to get everything rolling. I just need to take it bit by bit. And yes, my main focus this week is building this social media strategy for the agency I'm trying to launch and learning these different engagement tactics that different brands can apply when it comes to relating to their target audience, and also reviewing everything that I've learned so far, just practicing. It's going to be a lot of practice. So yeah, and by Friday, I know I would have made stable progress if life goes well, because you never can tell what would happen tomorrow. So yes, that's all I'm doing this week. Thank you for staying to this very point. I really appreciate it. Bye.